Alright, what's up guys? NinjaDeathStrike here, bringing you another adventure in Cap. The Malaconda playtest is over, so we're back to good old standard Cap stuff. That means I have my Cap team. I am working on a new one, but at least for this week, we're going to go with the standard. My opponent up here has an all-Cap team, so we're going to need to take some time to talk about what those things are and what they do for those of you who are unfamiliar with how Cap works. I will try and do a better job explaining. So let's start over here. This Scyther wannabe is called Skylant. He is a bug ice type who is a special sweeper. He also has a custom ability, Mountaineer, which allows him to switch in without taking Stealth Rocks damage once, or he's neutral to attacks he's weak to on the turn he switches in, or neutral to rock, or something like that. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but it makes Stealth Rocks not destroy him. So he gets Tail Glow and a bunch of special attacks like Bug Buzz and Ice Beam. And then this guy is Revenak. He is a ghost fighting type. He's a bulky physical attacker, so he's kind of like a better version of Dusknoir. He gets Bulk Up and Drain Punch and Shadow Sneak and stuff like that. And, you know, the standard ghosty moves. Next we have Voodoo, who has a really cool sprite. Very impressed with how Voodoo turned out. He is a dark and fighting type, and that's pretty much all I know about him. I don't know what he does. It turns out he is a special attacker in this video. I don't know if that's always true, but it's apparently something he can do, and he's quite specially bulky as well. So, Krillawatt you should be fairly familiar with by now. I have one. Water Electric, just an all-around really solid Pokemon with Wonder Guard. Next up, we have Kitsune, who is a Ghost and Steel type. He is very quick physical attacker. He also gets a custom move called Shadow Strike, which has a chance to reduce defense and is an 85 base power Ghost attack. And he was really, really good when he first came out. He's been lessened quite a bit by the power creep, but he was close to broken when he was originally created. And finally, we have Fidget. Fidget is a utility Pokemon. He's supposed to be the ultimate utility Pokemon. He's fast, and he gets all the entry hazards and Rapid Spin and things like Taunt and Encore and, you know, those really good support moves. So that's what he does. That's all he does, though. And he is a ground and poison type, I believe. So he's also able to absorb toxic spikes and take reduced damage from Stealth Rocks when he switches in. Anyhow, my team you should know, so we're just going to start the match. I will be playing these at normal speed, so since they're a little harder to follow than standard matches, but I do predict the Fidget lead and go ahead and lead with my Scarfed Colossoil, Nemo named after Moby Dick, not after the Pixar movie. I predicted him to switch out there, not wanting to take a stab super effective Earthquake, but he stays in, so that's fine. I'll just go into Hiawatha, the Tomahawk, and spin his crap away. So I let him get up a layer of everything, and then I spin him. He does Encore me, but okay, that's fine. It just means he's probably going to switch out now, right? No. He stays in, even though I'm locked into Rapid Spin, and sets up more entry hazards, so I guess that was a good prediction for him, but he follows it up by staying in and eating a super effective Earthquake to the face, so I'm not sure about that. Kitsune is going to fake me out, but I'm Scarfed, so I'm faster than you. Bye-bye, Kitsune. That's another Earthquake death. Skylant comes in. It doesn't have Mountaineer because it takes the full Stealth Rock damage, which is fine with me. I didn't know that it got Tail Glow at the time, though, so I switch in Twinkle the Jirachi and then eat a triple boosted Bug Beam. Barely survived, but I'm not quite able to take it out with a Psyshock, so Twinkle's going to go down. I might replace the Jirachi on this team. I don't know. Seems like everything can beat it, all the special attackers. So I might switch it out. If you have suggestions for what to put in its place, feel free. Anyhow, after it dies, I do get to switch in Nemo. Again, outspeed with Choice Scarf and kill with U-turn. So I go into the shadow here as he just makes a good scout. So I didn't know what he wanted to bring in. Figured the Shadow was a safe bet. I'm able to disable the Dark Pulse after I found out he's a special attacker, and I don't know if he's going to have another attack to hit me with here. So I go ahead and sub down again to see. He shows me Hidden Power. It wasn't super effective, so I'm fairly confident that it is not going to kill me, and it doesn't. It does about a third. But on the other hand, my Focus Blast did not very much either. Luckily, I do get enough damage to take him out on the second one, and he outspeeds me the second time. So apparently, Voodoo is really fast. I don't know. I couldn't believe that he got to go first that second round. I thought for sure I would take him out, but it doesn't work out that way. I just leave the Shadow in as fodder here. I was expecting a Shadow Sneak, but he goes for the Ice Punch instead. I suppose predicting me to go back into Nemo, but yeah, it lets me get a huge Shadow Ball attack and then kill him with Earthquake, and then Krilliwatt dies to Earthquake, and Nemo just ravaged that guy's team. He got 5 kills. So that's how that went down. Next match is going to be a little bit better. I'm going to be up here at the top this time. Quickly, we'll go over my opponent's team. I don't think I need to spend a whole lot of time explaining most of these guys. Colossoil, you should know. Ground Dark, just really powerful physical attacker. Malaconda, the brand new cap. Grass Dark, especially bulky spinner. Krilliwatt, water electric, all around solid guy. Oramoth, Grass Psychic, broken piece of shit. It's got 600 base stats, and it learns all the moves, or most of them, all the good ones anyhow. And it gets Illusion or No Guard. So yeah, he's not pleasant. Then we have Tomahawk, who's the same as mine, although mine is apparently not shiny in this video. And the last one we do need to talk about, this is Pyroark. He is a Grass Fire type who was one of the early caps. He's not used very much now because his typing's kind of terrible. But he gets Substitute, Leech Seed, Focus Punch. I think he can run a mix set as well. I'm not entirely sure, but he is Grass Fire, so that's basically all I knew about him going into this as well. So let's get into the match. He is going to lead with his Colossoil. I am going to lead with Hiawatha the Tomahawk, which is great for me. Colossoil can't really hurt me, so I am free to set up Stealth Rocks as he shows me that he has Body Slam. Really, really surprising. Did not expect that. And then he stays in and goes for it again as I nail him with an Aura Sphere. He is outspeeding me, though, and I really don't want Hiawatha to be paralyzed. So on the third turn, I'm going to switch into Gengar the Shadow. Try and block the Body Slam. I end up blocking the Rapid Spin, which is actually fine, but then I make a really dumb play. Rather than subbing down and disabling his Dark move that he's obviously going to have because he's a Dark type, I just go right for the Shadow Ball. It fails to kill, and I end up losing Gengar for no reason at all. There's no way he had another move that could hit me. He's got to have Earthquake as his fourth, so completely waste my Gengar, and then I allow him to spin as well. So that was a bust for me, and he's being really annoying about it in the chat, which makes me want to beat him even more. So Krilliwatt comes in here, and I set up a Calm Mind on it because normally that's something you can do. However, he has Tail Glow. At the time, I didn't know, and I still don't know if that's a move Krilliwatt can learn on its own. I don't think it is. So yeah, I go for the Psyshock here, expecting to do a large chunk of damage, and instead I'm created to an Oramoth. Ugh. Luckily, I'm able to survive a single Bug Buzz, and I do get a solid hit on him with Thunder, so now he's definitely in the range where I can just revenge kill him with Nemo, which is great because I freaking hate that bug. Malaconda comes in here now that he knows that I'm locked into Pursuit. That's unfortunate, but I don't think Malaconda can actually hurt Tomahawk ever. So that's just a free switch for me, get my rocks back up, which will be nice for Pyroark. And I can also threaten him out because I'm flying type, and Malaconda's defense is awful. So the real Krilliwatt comes in here, doesn't take any damage. I switch into Necturna, expecting probably the Thunder move, but instead I get an Ice Beam, and then I get crit by the Ice Beam, which is really, really freaking annoying. So I do get the Soak here. I predicted him to switch out, expecting a Grass attack, but he doesn't, so instead I get a crit Ice Beam, which is dumb. I do reduce the damage I take from Thunderbolt, but yeah, that sucked. Go back into Nocturna here, as Malaconda's in. Malaconda is kind of bad. I do forget that it's Dark type, though. I predicted the Grass move okay, but I forgot that it was Dark, so that's kind of dumb. I'm just going to use it my last turn to soak it, which will give me a chance to force it out. I can go into Krilowat. I guarantee that it switches out here since it can't really hurt me, and I can do whatever I want. So Pyroark comes in, doesn't take much damage from the Thunderbolt, but I do get paralyzed. I get it paralyzed, so that's nice, I guess. Yeah, and I didn't know. I honestly had no idea what it was going to do there, so I just switched into Hiawatha because I had type advantage. But I dodged an Earthquake in the process, so that's cool. And then I flinch him, which is great because he's being really annoying in the chat, really fucking annoying. So more than happy to kill his guy with hacks. And then his own Hiawatha comes in, his own Tomahawk. Sorry. Air Slash hurts a lot, but luckily I don't flinch, so I get to hurt him back just as much. And now I am just going to sack Hiawatha, I guess. I think I didn't really need him. I have Nemo at this point. He should be able to finish off the match. And yeah, U-turn here is not going to kill, but whatever. It's going to let me switch into Dazzler, and he should be able to take anything. But I don't take that Aurasphere particularly well. Luckily, I do run a mixed set on my Krilowat, so I have Ice Shard to take him out, and then Earthquake to hurt his Krilowat pretty badly. Now, this is going to be the key. I need to lock myself into U-turn so that I can one-hit the Malaconda when it comes in. As long as I survive an attack, a win. He picks Ice Beam, I guess because he didn't have a water move, which is really surprising, but I don't know if it would have straight up killed me. He had a mix set as well, so he's probably not completely invested in special attack, and I'm able to survive and then destroy the Malaconda with a U-turn and beat the annoying asshole. So that's always good. Always happy to do that. And yeah, Colossal, clearly the hero of these last couple of battles. And finally, I have a very short little battle that I just had to post because of what happens, but I'm not even going to explain teams. It doesn't matter. Just note that he has 9-tails, and then no caps and no guys that boost in Sun. Anyhow, he's got a 9-tails. So, lead with Hiawatha, predicting Aerodactyl lead, which happens. Just going to go for the Aurasphere. Does over half, which is great. I'm pretty sure Aerodactyl can't really hurt me at all, so I'm just going to take my time doing what I want. That includes setting up Stealth Rocks. I might spin this turn as well. Nope, I go for the attack, which does over half to Feraligatr. That's great. Don't want to stay in and take an Ice Punch, though. So I'm going to switch into Ikiro, the Nocturna, and I can threaten him out with a Grass move. That is exactly what happens. I predict that, go for the Substitute on the switch, and now something wonderful is going to happen. Ninetales, instead of attacking, is going to go for Nasty Plot. I'm going to soak the Ninetales, turning it into a Water type, which he completely missed. And then I'm going to kill him with Horn Leech, as he's a Water type, and he's going to Rage Quit. So, yeah. He didn't concede. He rage quit. He made me time him out. And I actually laughed out loud. I thought that was hilarious. So that is the last battle for this episode. Hopefully you guys liked them. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Feel free to leave a comment. Check out the links in the description, and I will have more coming your way shortly. Thanks for watching, guys.